We got a huge report from an MLB insider about the San Diego Padres dishing Dylan Cease. Let's talk about everything going on in the trade deadline right now. What's going on, everyone? Christian Pedersen back with another episode of Padres Digest. This is installment number 5 in my series of videos I'm calling How Many Times Can I Get Rid of Dylan Cease Before the Padres Do? If you want to hit the subscribe button, it would be much appreciated. If you want to rage comment about how bad I am at my job, also appreciated. No matter what, I will be here to talk about baseball all season long, including things like Buster Olney. This is not a surprise to me because I have not been very big on the Dylan Cease vibes this year. I kind of felt like something's a little bit off all year. He says, though, that now, according to him, a big name that has emerged is Dylan Cease, and teams like the AL East, the Mets, and the Cubs have all inquired about him. Okay, let's break this down, and let's hash this out right now, Padres fans. Comment below as we go through all of this. I don't want to get too lost in the weeds because I've had other videos about specific trades, and I have talked about some of these teams in specific trades. But I do want to talk about as we get closer to the deadline, and now things like this popping up from Buster Olney, to me, they do seem to indicate that this is getting more serious than just some blowhard on YouTube saying, well, I saw a Divine Sports Gospel tweet about it. And shout out DSG. We get you guys. We love you guys. Here's Cease's numbers right now. These are not updated as of the L that he is currently being handed by the Miami Marlins as of me recording this right now, because that game's not in the books. So he's going to be 3-10 by the time you guys actually end up watching this video. That's not great. I think that's very much tradable, or if this was Matt Waldron doing this, we'd be like, adios, muchacho, DFA'd. But Dylan Cease is somebody who at the high end of his game has thrown really, really well enough to be considered a legitimate star. So what do you do with a legitimate star that's just not throwing that well? Okay, there's couple of different schools of thought that you guys have all thrown out there. One, he's a second half pitcher, and he's somebody that's going to turn it all around and going to end up being locked down in the second half. And he looked pretty good in the first 2 starts, but like not getting immediate W's. So it's getting harder and harder for me to bank on, oh, he got his head straight. Yu Darvish is back. We've relocated him in the rotation. He's going to lock in and just rip off dubs the whole second half. I think it's somebody also that I am worried about. He has not shown an ounce of interest in staying with the San Diego Padres. Now, Dylan Cease, overall, more of a quiet guy. So maybe he does hugely love Rigoberto's at night and going to PB and all that stuff that comes with being a San Diego Padre. Like, he's died the one. He's going to re-sign here for a discount deal. It's really unlikely. He is somebody that seems like he is interested in getting paid top dollar and will absolutely experience the free market economy of going where whoever is paying him the best. So that being said, what do you do with an asset like that? I lean towards let's trade him. Let's dish him. Let's get something in exchange for him, not only because getting something is good, but I think a little addition by subtraction really helps right now. And I know I'm repeating some of this, but for those of you that have not watched the rest of my series, I think that the concept of moving, where's the numbers? The concept of moving these numbers out of the rotation in exchange for giving Ryan Bergert or Steve Kolick or Kyle Hart or someone else, like anybody else, other people can do this. Look at I've said it before, you look at my college numbers, I could go 3-10 in the majors. I could probably go 4-9 in the majors. Maybe that's being a little too self-promoting there. But what I'm trying to get at is, like, these are pedestrian MLB numbers, and somebody that if you get rid of this person in exchange for someone that goes 4-4 with a 3-9 for the rest of the year, like that's like we can replace these numbers. And if we get these numbers in exchange for ... something that is multiple years of control, something that is replenishing our minor league, something that is good for the overall long-term health of the San Diego Padres, I absolutely vote in favor of that. What to me tips this, though, beyond just being hot stove speculation and conjecture and all that, is that there was a follow-up tweet from Buster Olney about the Padres talking to the Orioles about Charlie Morton. The Orioles are a team who is an absolute seller right now, even to the point where my co-host Andrew thinks that Adley Rutschman and some of the other big pieces from the Orioles are going to be potentially moved as they hit the total rebuild. Charlie Morton, kind of a veteran, been there, done that sort of dude who, to me, perfectly fits what I was saying of you can put somebody else in the rotation to go 500 wins and losses, go 3-3, go 4-4 down the stretch here, go 3-2, go 3-1, go 2-5, something like that. We can replace those specific cease numbers, or maybe do a little bit Charlie Morton could be that. So a deal where we send Cease, the one that I kind of like the most, and I'm not going to turn this into a 45-minute video about all of the different deals. You can go watch the videos. There is the Red Sox that have been linked, because only said a couple of AL East teams. The Red Sox and the Jarren Duran deal for Cease feels like a great fit in the hypothetical of we get a full-on serviceable MLB player in exchange for that. Cool. Great, wonderful. The Yankees are a deal where we could get some minor league pieces. We could get a Spencer Jones, raid some of their top pitching from the minors, replenish the future of the San Diego Padres farm system, or at the very least, give us farm pieces that we can then go flip and dish to other teams for contributing major league pieces. The Cubs are another one where I think we can get a combo meal of some sort of major league bat to fix us right now, a little bit of an upgrade and some minor league, all of those deals that Olney is bringing up, I think are really interesting. The Mets are another one where they are we need to win now. We spent all this money on Soto and and I almost think it's could be funny to dish another defunct piece of the San Diego Padres off to the Mets and have that go be a huge storyline, is that the Padres low-key relocated all of their dying assets and sunk the Mets season. But I digress. The in summary is that, to me, Buster Olney now sending out multiple tweets about the Cease trade inquiries and then a replacement for him being on the discussions puts this very squarely in the it's a real deal kind of conversation. So I think that while talking about 4 or 5 different teams doesn't narrow it down to that's the deal that they're aiming for, I do feel like this places us very squarely, and it's no longer we shouldn't. This means that, to me, the Padres are very openly shopping, and I think gonna make a move. I don't want to open the crystal ball and say that they're going to do X, Y, or Z deal and then be wrong about it, but I am pretty confident. I'll put my stamp of approval and confidence on these tweets are lining up to say that it's happening. Cease is going to be dished before the trade deadline by the San Diego Padres. And then maybe subsequently, I think it could be the Cease deal is the big one. And then there's 2 or 3 other little small ones that are the medium in, medium out time, like a Gideon Ozuna, Charlie Morton, and some other little veteran pieces that are just we're going to hold on to them as stopgap measures. So let me know, though, what you think about, do you believe Buster Olney? He is kind of a Padres hater. Okay, great. I don't get it. He used to work for the UT. Dude, get over yourself. Maybe somebody hurt you back in the day emotionally because you used to be a Padres fan. Whatever. Do you like Olney? Do you believe this? Do you like the Cease deal? Do you hate the Cease deal? Which of the Cease deals do you want? Drop a comment below on all of it. Let's discuss it. Like I said at the beginning, if you could hit the subscribe button, it would be much appreciated. If not, no worries. Talk to you guys soon.